Good morning. Time now 6:44. There's a lot of talk this morning about the third Republican presidential debate. The two-hour event focused on the economy, jobs, and taxes. Joining us now with analysis is Natalie Davis, a professor of political science from Birmingham Southern University. Thanks for being here this morning.
It's good. It's early.
It is early. Okay, so what did you think about the debate overall?
I think it was a good debate. I think lots of good questions in terms of the economy. Certainly the effort to make the base happy by picking on the media was apparent, and they did it pretty well. In particular, I thought Senator Cruz's attacks on the media were quite effective.
Yeah, he was basically saying he didn't like the direction the questions were going. Your thoughts on that?
I think he was right to a certain extent, and what he was so good at, because his background is in debating, was to be able to say, and why do we need to say this about Donald Trump and this about Rubio and this about Bush and this about Kasich? He had a litany. It couldn't have been prepared that way because he didn't know what they were going to say.
Now, in your opinion, who do you think came out on top?
Well, let's start with what the public thought. You know, what I think is okay, but it has nothing to do with how people perceive. The overnight polls, all of the online polls that were done show Trump was a big winner, not just a little winner. And then they vary in terms of who came in second. Some say Rubio came in second. Some say Carson, then Rubio. But the lineup was, and Cruz comes in second, but it was Trump, then a drop, and then you saw two or three others pretty close behind.
It's interesting because the poll before the debate showed that Carson was ahead of Trump.
Well,
I mean,
that may not, this may not affect those numbers. I think Carson was steady state. I don't think that he lost anybody. I'm pretty sure he didn't gain anybody. I'd say the biggest loser in the debate was Jeb Bush. I mean, his performance was poor. His exchange with Rubio over the question of Rubio being missing for so many votes in the Senate. You know, it's a good issue, but Rubio was prepared, and Jeb Bush did not come back at him after he responded so well. And so I think in that sense, I think it may be over for Bush. It may be, you know, the end of a good ride. Lots of money. He doesn't have what you call hard money. He's got PAC money, but he can't direct it or spend it. He doesn't have that much of money he can spend out of his own campaign left. And so I think by Thanksgiving we'll know a little bit more about whether he'll stay in the race.
Should be very interesting. Ms. Davis, thank you so much for being here this morning, bright and early. We appreciate your time.